What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video. So today we are continuing with the semi series. Like I said, this whole summer I'm gonna drop videos so you guys can enjoy the progress on my semi, which is my biggest purchase. Now today we're gonna be doing something that probably isn't the most exciting thing, but it's exciting for me. And the reason why is because it's gonna make this semi look from clapped out, and it's gonna bring it up a couple notches to a more acceptable and presentable level. And I also wanna go ahead and show you a little before and after, because obviously I'm very proud of exactly what I've done with the most simplest things. But enough of me yapping, let me just go ahead and show you guys exactly why you guys are here today. So in very simple terms, we're gonna be working on the semi front bumper. Now obviously right now you can tell the black is all chipped up and it looks disgusting, and it goes wrapping all the way over here, all the way up to the top, and it just doesn't look nice. It just gives the semi a more clapped out type of look. But I also want to go ahead and show you something. So if you notice, there's a lot of black little specks on this gray right here. Now ignore that, that's not from me, that was from somebody else. I'm gonna try to figure out a way here, maybe I can plastic weld it, but besides the point. So as you guys see from a distance, the gray looks really good, and the reason for that is because there used to be black marks here that were way bigger than these little specks that you see. Now these little specks are obviously what you would call rock chips, right? They're all there. But before, this whole section and that whole section on that side used to look like this. Now what this is overspray. Like you can see, I'm scratching it off. That's overspray from when someone tried to paint this and this, because the original bumper color is actually full gray. So if you look right here, you see the gray. So the bumper itself was a full gray, and someone decided to take it upon themselves and do a gray and black look, which I personally feel is a really good look. So I'm gonna continue that. So what I'm gonna end up doing today is I'm gonna go ahead and scratch off all of the remainder overspray that you see here, right? Scratch it off. And then I'm gonna go ahead and start prepping the black so we can go ahead and paint that. Now, I don't think I'm gonna paint that today. It's probably gonna be another day, but as of right now, I'm gonna show you guys the process of getting rid of that and prepping the black part so we can paint it, because I already have the paint, and then we're gonna paint it another day, because right now it's a little late in the afternoon, so we'll probably do it tomorrow. But anyway, with that being said, you guys, let's get right into the dirty work. Right now I'm sitting in my little chair, but I wanna go ahead and explain something really fast to you guys. Now, there is multiple ways to do this, to get rid of this. Like I can grab sandpaper and just scrape it down little by little, but I decided it would be easier to just use this screwdriver and then just kind of scrape it off. Nothing too crazy. I'm not going very hard on it. I'm just applying pressure in a very small amount, and it just slowly starts to come off. I know a lot of people are gonna be like, oh, you're scraping the plastic, you're doing this and that. But I think at the end of the day, unless I can find one like this, I don't think I'm really gonna touch up on it until I get it professionally painted to get that little hole right there fixed as well professionally. But as of right now, I just wanna make the truck look a little bit more presentable. So what I'm gonna be doing is, I'm just gonna be scraping this off, as you guys can see right here, and make it look a lot better. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna give you that YouTube magic. We'll be back in 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, and just like that, I ended up cleaning it all up. And I also went ahead and cleaned up a little bit of this side and a little bit of this side. I also went ahead and tidied up the bottom portion of this. And yeah, I think it looks so much better. So let me go ahead and pop it back a little bit. And there it is. It just looks better overall. So right now what I'm gonna end up doing is I'm going to go ahead and sand this portion of the black, give it a nice little light pass, nothing too crazy. That way we can already have the prep ready to go. So tomorrow or the next day, whenever I have some downtime, I'm gonna go ahead and touch this up, and it's gonna be hopefully a lot better than what it looks now. And hopefully I don't need to put on a clear, and it just presents itself nice to the point where it's presentable. You know what I mean? It may not be acceptable to everyone, but it will be presentable. So let me go ahead and give this a nice little pass, and hopefully we can knock that out before the sun goes down. So to do the sanding process, I'm using a P800. It's a smoothing sandpaper. Essentially looks very smooth, because there's no real crazy indentations that I feel need to be filled or really sanded. Everything is just very light, because like I said, they painted this previously black, and all of this right here that you see all the scratches, it's just smooth scratches and like rock chips breaking the black paint. So it's not something that I need to go crazy sanding. It's just, I think a light coat just so the paint could stick is all I really need to do. So I'm gonna do that right now. If you're a professional painter, please don't come at me. I'm doing the best that I can with a limited amount of resources, and this is one of them. Again, there is nothing crazy like indentation type of damage. It's just very, very old paint that is just chipping, so I'm just trying to make sure I make it as smooth as possible. So don't come at me in the comments. If anything, you can give me some recommendations for the future, but don't come at me. All right, so now that I went ahead and sanded it down, I also went ahead and taped it off, or masked it off, however you guys want to say it. And I have a piece of cardboard that I'm gonna use. I'm gonna go ahead and spray in certain areas. But before I start spraying, I wanna go ahead and get this little napkin here, and I'm gonna put a little bit of water on it, and I'm gonna pass by and try to get as much dust and debris off of there before I give it a nice little light pass. And then hopefully I can give it a really heavy one before the end of the day. I thought I was gonna do this another day, but it looks like this is going a lot faster than I thought it was. So we might have a before and after very, very shortly. So now that you guys seen the before and after, what do you guys think? Looks good, right? It looks a lot better than it used to, obviously. Now, the only thing is, I am debating if I want to paint these black or just remove this and paint it a different color. I don't know if I should do the blue that it has right there to stand out. I'm not sure if that's gonna look good, or should I just paint it black, or maybe switch it up and even do a red to make them stand out too. I think a red will look pretty sick as well, but that is gonna be for another day. But as of right now, we're done. I think it looks pretty good. And to think it only took one can. So if you have a Mac that you want to paint the little bottom part, if you are conservative with your paint and you spray it good, I think it'll be fine with just one can. Look, I still have a little bit left over, but this is the one that I use. It has a paint and primer, the primer to obviously fill in a little bit. I wish I would have used like a filler to get in there a little bit more, but it is what it is. I also went ahead and painted that grill along with that bottom one, so that way everything looks kind of nice. But I do, like I said, want to paint this. Next on the chopping block is going to be the grill. Obviously I want to replace it. Why? Because the tabs are broken, so it's just kind of dangling around. So is that one over there, just dangling around. So that's the next thing on the list for sure as far as for cosmetics. But yeah, so overall, thank you guys for tuning in. I truly do appreciate you guys. Again, if you haven't, if you're still new to the channel, or even if you're a reoccurring person that comes back, a reoccurring viewer, just do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.